Waiting for an Alibi by Thin Lizzy on XFM 104.9. Right, okay, just... This is... Oh... With all the trauma in the world, I thought we'd come on to a little bit... And he's just brought it right down. Little mank twat whinges. No, but I mean, do you know what I mean? He's had a go at you, he's thrown you off his team.
I'm devastated by that. That was, you know, that was the one thing I was looking forward to this week.
To be fair, you were looking forward to telling him you were taking over the team, so it's sort of poetic justice. Well, it has blown up in your face, to be fair.
True, I was trying to squeeze him out of his own company.
Yeah, you were going to try and get him out of his team.
Yeah, well,
and they clubbed together.
To be honest with you, there's normally 3 regulars on his team. I got 2 of them on my side, one of which was his girlfriend. So I only had to work on him to try and get him to resign, and we'd have been away. Still, you know, we should give the prizes away.
Yeah, well, this has been dreadful. This thing. We started off well with him trying to force burgers in his mouth, and then he'd come up with this tat. I mean, this is the end of this, because it's. I mean, it was shoddy to start with, now let it do a couple. But this is not only.
I'm just saying. This is what I was saying in the pub yesterday when you tried to be sick on my leg. I was saying, come up with new ideas if you don't like them, but you diss them on air.
Well, it's just disappointing, isn't it? And
right.
What's that?
I was disappointed when I was choking before.
We were disappointed as well.
Yeah, you didn't try. You didn't try with the grapes. You were just like chewing on that. You meant to just throw them in and swallow them.
Song's a phrase. It was 6 songs. It sounded like this.
Boring. Right, what are they? Just give you
6
answers.
songs there. We Are Destiny for my
tricky
neighbour.
Oh, that's XFM. Ooh.
My neighbour was Space Neighbourhood. Had Harry Connick Jr. Had to be you.
Yeah.
Right.
Had your neighbour had a horse.
Horse from
America.
America, yeah.
Had a horse.
In
was Lisa Stansfield with
pathetic.
In All the Right Places.
Oh, pathetic. Did anyone get that?
And
no one got that.
Animals.
So that was pointless.
All right. Well, the most anyone got was 3, and we're going to give it to Deborah, and that's possibly Deborah and Kate. They got at least 3 of those. So well done.
Well done. Yeah, there's prizes on the way. That's the end of that. So that's the no cheap as chimps. None of that anymore. What have you got left? You got the film to do? Let's see what you've done with the film.
Hang on, I'd love to have some monkey news though.
Go on then. Got any monkey news?
Yeah, got some monkey news.
Come on then.
No, Rick, come on, cheer up.
Well, it's a sort of like he moans that he's got too much time on his hands, and he comes up with that. Shh.
Okay.
Shite.
Monkey news. The jingle, please.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
A lot of stuff going on. There was a few bits in that Guinness Book of Records book that cost me 20 quid.
Yeah, well, that's not news, is it? They printed that probably last September.
No,
so
there's one in there.
New music. New monkey news from last September. You're a lord.
Come on.
Waster.
Please, Ricky. Monkey news.
Right. There was this monkey in a zoo in Brazil.
Right.
And this little man monkey, little woman monkey. And
you're a scientist, aren't you? Go on.
And they said the people in charge were like, "Oh, wouldn't it be good if they had kids?"
Brilliant.
Right. So anyway, the chimps used to stand sort of, you know, they'd have their little caves each, and they used to sort of lean on the fence, having a bit of a chat and stuff with each other. Right? Well, you know,
gossiping, gossiping.
The equivalent sort of thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, they were getting on a storm, and like the zookeepers were like,
"Can you hear that, cheapest chimps this week?" I thought it was fascinating. Yeah, just gossiping. I understand.
So, I don't know. Let's tune in.
What was monkey news this week?
Come on. It was from last September.
So they were stood there having a chat, and the zookeepers were like, "I wonder if they're ever going to, have kids and that."
Yeah.
Anyway, it went on for ages. This just chatting, no sort of action.
Blimey.
So what the zookeepers did was, they said, "I know they'll have kids."
Are we letting that go? They were just chatting. Are we just letting that go?
You know what I mean? Just doing whatever monkeys do.
Okay.
Right? So the zookeepers were like, "Yeah, I wonder when they're gonna, have some kids." Yeah. Anyway, what they decided to do to egg them on.
Yeah.
Bought one of them a suit, one a wedding dress.
Right.
Keep going.
No, I'm not having it.
Shut up, Gervais. Fade him down if he's going to interrupt. I want to hear the rest of this.
They got married.
So they got married?
Yeah, they got married.
Right.
What? That's the end of it. This is why I don't. Right. That's the end of monkey news. That's the end of monkey news. Don't do that again. You've got no features left.
Why don't you like that?
Well, it's not a story. See? It's like. chatting, which doesn't happen. The zookeeper's going, I wonder if they're going to ever have kids. Egg them on. They got married. That's the end of the story. What are you talking about?
Hang on, just calm down. Let me just check that you didn't make a mistake there and didn't lose out.
What do you mean you didn't make a mistake?
Shh, wait a minute, he may have just left out a fundamental piece of information.
What, the
would-
story?
That would have made it into a story.
Right.
Let me just check the facts. So they bought them wedding outfits. They were married. Did they propose to each other, or were they just forcibly
Don't
married?
encourage
Just
him.
forced onto
And
it.
then what was the outcome? Once they got married, what happened? They fell in love?
Yeah.
What?
Whoa.
It's not a marriage, Carl.
Be quiet.
It's not a real marriage. I don't know what you've got in your head. It's like the head of Homer Simpson. I'd go in there and there'd be a wedding reception and there'd be a couple of fights and they'd be talking about stuff.
They got married. They fell in love. Did they have children?
They're not back off the honeymoon yet.
Play a record. You've got no features left.
Eve, satisfaction.
Yeah, XFM, quick, play it. Right, we've waited 3 weeks. We are going to play it. I don't care whether we're late. We were late in because there was news. So, play it.
Which film are you in this week?
Looking at Silence of the Lambs.
Right, play
Okay.
it. Just play it.
Have we got a question?
Well,
No,
come on,
who
the question
cares?
after.
Who cares? Should Carl carry on? Play it.
Right, Silence of the Lambs. The bit where Jodie Foster is having a chat.
Good evening, Clarice.
Right. Just thought I'd come and see you.
How very thoughtful.
Don't mind me popping in though, do you? It's just no one else is interested in the sort of things I like talking about.
People will say we're in love.
Well, say what they want. Did you hear the show last week? We were talking about gay people, if they should have their own toilets or not, and stuff.
That was good.
Yeah, it was a good debate going. Enjoy doing the show. It's a favourite part of my week, really, just talking about weird stuff and that.
Oh, Clarice, your problem is you need to get more fun out of life.
I have a lot of fun in my life. You know, come and see you, and spend a lot of time on the internet looking up weird stuff. Reading something about a hairy Chinese kid. There's another thing, there's a fella who, no arms and legs, is known as the Pillar Man.
Everything you need to find him is right there in those pages.
Bizarre magazine. Yeah, I get this. The hairy Chinese kid, what annoys me is he could sort it out. He could just have a shave, couldn't he? Do you know what I mean?
No, he covets.
Does he? Well, use some like Emacs stuff. Yeah, don't be getting funny with me, just 'cause you're in a bit of a mood, right? Your eyes are bigger than your belly, I've always said that, so I'll see you later.
Interesting. Atmospheric, moody, and the question is... okay, how about this? How many films have been made featuring the character Hannibal Lecter? How many films
They
have
haven't
been
got
made?
time to phone in now, have they?
No, they can email in, they'll have time. Do you care?
I don't care.
No, exactly. Ricky.gervais, xfm.co.uk, if you can be bothered. If you're interested in what, and you want a $4.99 copy on VHS of Silence of the
He's
Lambs.
dissing that as well, Carl. What do you think of that?
Bit annoying, but that's it for this week.
But remember what happened when... No, it's not. It's 9 minutes to 3.
Don't
How
mind
can
this,
that...
tell him, Steve.
No.
For this
How
every
can
week.
that be it? It's 9 minutes to 3. What's he doing? Is he playing a record?
Carl, what can I do to get back on your quiz team?
You're not.
Go on.
Talking to the songbird yesterday.
Songbird Oasis, right. Send Carl a little present. Send him some essential oils or something, or, I don't know what I mean, a little lavender pillow, or just a little message. Send him a little message. Tell him it's all worth it. He's getting all grumpy, aren't you?
I just get sick of it, that's all. It's not worth going through the stress for 30 quid every Saturday.
You lying little... You get more than 30 quid.
Oh, not much more. Anyway, Steve, who's the winner?
The winner is Mike McNulty. He correctly answered the fact that there were 4 films featuring Hannibal Lecter.
There's a downer now, isn't there? There's a downer.
I think it was you, actually. I mean, I don't know, Carl. I'm not... It's not like I'm just trying to win myself a place on your team, but I actually felt that Ricky was really out of order this
I
week.
gave him grapes.
I thought Ricky
Great.
was discourteous, if that's a word. I thought he was rude. aggressive, unpleasant. As one person emailed in, a dickhead. So, someone also said you were fat and talentless.
What?
I don't like those emailers who do that sort of thing, but one of them said you were really, really annoying.
So, back next week.
What did you say?
He went, cheers for that.
It's just gone 4:05. It's Ricky Gervais show. That's Steve just doing the microphone, putting his headphones on, making.
Sorry, Rick, I'm not. Sorry, you just didn't give me much time to prepare myself. So
No,
hang on.
a week.
Yeah.
It was actually a week.
I think that's working. My headphones are not quite working. Hang on.
No.
It's going all right though.
Well, not only we haven't not prepared for the show. Yeah. Okay. I thought maybe people could phone in and give us some subjects to talk about. 0171 580 2000.
Yeah.
Or they can fax in 0171 580 1234, and they could get like a discussion going, like, what do you think of that Tour de France nonsense? And we could sort of, no, not that. What do you think about, well, you know, it's their idea, isn't it?
0171 580 2000. Seriously, just get on the phone now.
This is my record of the week.
Yeah, go on. Yeah,
Yeah.
what is it? Exciting?
Yeah, it's Foo Fighters.
Right, yeah.
Walking After You.
I'm looking forward to it. It's quite interesting. I think it's quite interesting, Rick, because, you know, it's a very sensitive song, very beautiful song, and I think it betrays something about you, about the inner Ricky.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we've ever sort of really tapped into before.
No, but I mean, I've got something exciting for you as well.
Really?
Because maybe you know, you can find love too. Because Petru sent in a piece of paper here from, see there, from Mix Mag.
Yeah.
But it's the personal ads. Oh no, it's not. It's an ad. It's Select. That's an advert.
Whatever,
for Mix Mag.
Rick. It doesn't really matter, does it?
Realism. It makes all the difference.
No, move
so I
on.
don't think I'm just making it up.
Come on.
Right. Lonely, depressed bi girl needs someone of any age to understand. Right? Any age.
Right, yeah.
Well, that fits, you know, your any age.
Certainly.
Yeah. Ugly freaks preferred.
Yeah.
Right? Anyone accepted.
Well, I'm in there.
Don't count your
Excuse me?
chickens. Don't count your chickens. Confidentiality and honesty assured.
Yeah, that's fine.
Reply guaranteed.
Give it to me now.
Now, I know what you're thinking,
No,
because she said...
give it to me now.
I know what she said. I know why you're thinking. It's just any age, which you fall into nicely.
Yep.
Ugly freaks preferred, so you're at top of the list, and anyone accepted. See, but I don't think she realises quite what you look like, because you're not in her framework. Do you know what I mean? So I still think you might be disappointed.
No, Gervais, this will work. This will work. Let me see this. Only depressed bi girl. What does that mean, though? Bi girl. What does that?
Bisexual.
Bisexual?
Yeah. Again, I think she means
Bisexual?
sexuality of any human. Do you know what I mean?
Well, all I'm saying, bisexual, Gervais. Do you know what I mean? Am I right?
What do you mean?
Hey, three. Yeah, hey, three people.
What?
Three in a bed.
You, and an amphibian.
Three in a bed, Rick. Hey. Hey?
But you won't be one of them.
It's not going to happen, is it?
No. Nearly 25 past 4. Ricky Gervais show. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Gervais, I know we haven't got much in the show today. We've not really thought of anything to talk about. Why did you just give a time check then?
Just to fill it up.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
But, like, why? Do you know what I mean? Because the music...
sunny out as
the
well,
music
isn't it?
was playing, right? And you mentioned it's 25 past 4. We'd never do time checks. How is that useful? What are you expecting? Someone's looking at it, they're going to think, 25 past 4? Christ, I should be at my mum's house.
They
And
haven't
they'll
played
feel-
any good records. I can't let it interesting, but thank God he told me what else. I've got to take that bun out of the oven.
Well, exactly.
You
that's
never
what-
know.
But you don't want to tell...
Or they
time-
probably just realised something good starting on telly.
Well, exactly what I was going to say. Don't say it's 25 past 4 because who knows? I don't know. Maybe the Antiques Roadshow.
No, BBC always start things at 25 past, don't they?
Yeah.
And 5 to.
Well, you're a fool. That's what I'm saying. There's no reason for
Why
time
do they do
checks.
that? Why do they do that and not on the hour like ITV? BBC, 10 past, quarter past. 0171 580 2000.
Yeah.
Why the BBC? I'm struggling.
You are indeed.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly go to an ad break, which is good.
Yeah.
That keeps people pretty fixed.
Oh, yeah. They'll be desperate.
Yeah.
They'll be listening to those
But I'll
ads,
do a
they'll be
little
hooked.
trial. Watch this. But after that, if you can hold out for 40 seconds, we've got the new one from the Manic Street Preachers. You've got to be happy with that.
I'm loving it. Gervais, before we do it,
Go on.
I watched Team Knight Rider yesterday.
You didn't.
You've seen it? It's a new sort of thing. Must be made 10 years later. And it's instead of just the one Knight Rider car, it's a team of them. A fleet of them, Gervais.
Team. I think it said teen.
No, Teen Knight Rider.
Yeah, when he
What,
was
like-
little, he had spots and he was a little bit embarrassed.
On like a little sort of scooter.
Yeah, and you go to the girls and go, hello. Do you want to? Do you want to? Oh, yeah. Teen Night Rider. That's
Teen Night Rider would be
That's
beautiful.
great, isn't it? Yeah.
That'd be great.
And Kit goes, what are you doing? Nothing.
Yeah.
I was just, we're caught in the flies.
Get these like kits there, sort of explaining how to shave.
Yeah.
That'd be beautiful.
You dirty little, now that is really gummed up my CD player now. Oh, we'll stop it there, surely.
Oh, Teen Knight Rider.
Teen Night Rider.
I'll tell you, if we get on to talking about telly programmes, Gervais, we'll be here all night,
Yeah.
won't we?
Yeah, well, it's about 4 now.
That's brilliant. They're disappointed. But listen, Gervais, you know I've always said that you know when a party's going bad when you end up in the kitchen talking about old kids' TV shows.
And singing the theme tunes.
Exactly.
And you remember Swizzlers. Oh, yeah. And Flying Saucers, yes, we remember
And
Flying
Batwing Jumpers. And everyone starts laughing.
Batwing Jumpers.
Do you not remember Batwing Jumpers?
She's retired now.
Thanks. Grot Bags. Eh?
Grot Bags. What was that?
That was the Emu. Pink Windmill.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about gay subtext. Pink Windmill.
So I take it with the fact that we're talking about it, we are in the kitchen at a bad party.
We're in the kitchen
We've
at a
got
bad
nothing,
party.
have we?
We've got nothing to talk about.
You know, usually we say, we've got nothing, got nothing, have we?
Absolutely nothing.
What about that Teen Night Rider? We were going somewhere. There
Team
must be
Knight
something.
Rider.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Imagine it.
What was it? Michael, it's time for school. Oh, come on, I've got bellyache. Well, you're well enough to do that. I have to do that. I have to get rid of my poison.
But I wasn't talking about Teen Night Rider.
No, sorry, Team Night Rider. You're actually going to tell an anecdote there.
Well,
and
no,
I've
not
just
really.
interrupted.
All I was going to say was that it was great yesterday because there was Team Knight Rider, which is the sort of 10 years later, there's a team of people with super electronic cars driving around solving crimes.
Yeah.
And then it flipped over, and there was Butt Rogers in the 25th century, featuring Gil Gerard. Do you remember him? Good-looking fella.
Yeah.
And Twinkie, all the rest of it, bitty, bitty, bitty. And,
Sorry, are you on crack?
No.
No, sorry, have you taken sort of like some real sort of heavy mixture of cocaine and listened to it? What's that? And obviously a good-looking fella, bitty bitty, and no,
that's
And then I
Twinkie.
turned, what are you
That's an
talking
impression of Twinkie,
I
the little robot.
The robot?
The little...
Oh, yeah,
The little silver robot that went biddy biddy biddy. It's as simple as that. I'm not trying to corrupt you. I'm not trying to get confuse you.
Oh, go on, yeah, okay, it's fair enough. I'll take
All
your
I'm
word for it.
saying is, great TV shows there that we forget. We're in the kitchen, Gervais, aren't we?
are,
We're in the kitchen.
But everyone else has left. It's just us two.
It's just you
we
and
could
I.
go home.
We could go, but somehow we're still enjoying it.
Yeah.
In the kitchen there.
Yeah.
But what I was going to talk about is, there's a lot of TV shows. There's a lot of TV shows, Gervais, that we know and love and we remember.
Yeah.
But a lot of films, right, that became TV shows. MASH, obviously, the big success. Did you know, Gervais, I read about this yesterday, fantastic. Do you know that they made a TV show, right, in the 1982 of Casablanca, right, featuring David Soul.
As what, Rick?
As Rick. What a fantastic TV show.
That is fantastic.
It'd be Casablanca, and you'd have a picture of him, wouldn't you? And every week they'd find a different reason for him to say, "Play it again, Sam."
And lovely Patty Coombs as his
Liza, whatever.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Mr. Backgammon for money. Play it again, Sam. It'd be great. Every week, whatever it would be. I don't know what they're different contrivances, like a catchphrase.
Oh, that'd be fantastic,
Great, wouldn't it?
Bobby Crush as the bloke on the piano.
Ding,
You
ding,
must
ding,
remember
ding,
this. Oh, fantastic.
Every week he gets an excuse to play it.
That is
Yang, dang, da, dang, da, dang.
Well, once, right, I was looking through, right, and there was that TV show called You Must Be the Husband, right? Yeah, it was called You Must Be the Husband, and I'd never seen it before, and me and Jen watching it, it was just flicked over, we saw the last, that we were going to watch something else, and it just ended with the waiter coming up to one of them and going, you must be the husband. And we thought, do they have to remember that every single week?
Deary me, that's like a hard work. I tell you.
Yeah.
Putting catchphrases
Yeah.
in TV shows, hard work.
David Soul.
David Soul.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Dave Hutch.
Who played Victor Laszlo?
I don't know anything else
Someone
about
sort
it.
of-
If anyone's ever seen it, please give me a call. What a fantastic show that would be.
Oh, I know who played Victor Laszlo. What's his name? Rodney.
Lyndhurst.
He'd be great, wouldn't he? Nick Berry.
Nick Berry, that'd be beautiful. And I tell you what it would be. It would be they'd be on a golf course, and Sam would like miss a stroke, wouldn't he? And they just go, "Oh, play it again, Sam," and everyone else would laugh. It'd be beautiful.
Oh, baby bird, if you'll be mine. We can keep this cup forever now.
Yeah.
We're in the kitchen.
Yep.
Should we make a cup of tea? Apparently, Steve, who says this? He doesn't say play it again, Sam.
No, I know he doesn't.
Says, go on, play it, Sam.
I know that, you stupid toss. Oh, for goodness sake. I studied film for 3 years, for Christ's sake, Gervais. Of course I know that, but it's the TV show. They're bound to have made the same mistake, aren't they? Of course that.
You can do an academic subject then.
Of course. Oh, I can't. Well, I'm sickened. I'm sickened. Because everybody knows that, Gervais, and yet he's come out and he's spouted rubbish. Oh, I'm just... Oh.
He thinks it's a good show.
Oh... God, I'm disappointed. Oh, I'm so angry.
He likes the show.
I'm so angry because everybody thinks I'm an imbecile.
Well, yeah.
Well, fair enough. Yeah. No, because I was going to mention a couple, because I came up with it.
Go on, yeah, so I've got a few.
Have you come up with your own?
Yeah.
Have you talked about this in the past?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, like the, when they have a cliche in the title, and that's the...
Oh, like the best one we come up with.
Like a touch of frost, and it's his name.
I know, I love it.
Yeah.
But my favourite, this is one I came up with, right? It was called Lady of the Night, right? But that's night spelled K-N-I-G-H-T, right?
Yeah.
And what is clever about it is, what it is there's a knight, right, a knight of the realm, okay, but it's set about sort of 1870 or something, sort of Sherlock Holmes era, that sort of thing. And he's a knight of the realm, you know, was it Sir Johnson or whatever? And he's a knight, whatever. But he doubles up as a private investigator, right? Yeah. And he's got working for him a prostitute, right, who's also a private investigator.
Yeah.
And it's called Lady of the Night, you see, and it's double meaning because
clever, it's a pun.
Because she's a lady of the night,
and
she's a lady of the night. It's a night.
It's fantastic.
Brilliant. And they go around, but seriously, they go around investigating like crimes, sort of Whitechapel and stuff, and it's brilliant because you know, obviously she's a prostitute, whatever, and he's a knight, and there's a bit of sexual tension. You got all the Victorian elements and everything, and obviously they can't associate with one another openly in the streets because that would be, you know, he's obviously got to maintain a certain reputation.
Yeah.
So it's Lady of the Night. There's all the intrigue and tension. What do you think about
You
that?
thought this through?
I thought that through.
That is fantastic, using all your technical knowledge and your film study and your...
Yeah.
I came up with one, starring naughty Samantha Janus as a nun with Diana Rigg as a Mother Superior, and it's called None the Wiser.
That's beautiful.
And they're naughty. And the
None the
sequel,
Wiser.
she gets pregnant and she has to go and work in the kitchen, right? And that's called Nun in the Oven.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Oh, that's beautiful, Gervais.
Remember Ray Cooney, that thing in the 80s when all those had those farces on, and basically what he did was substitute the word life for wife. He had run for your wife, right?
Yeah.
And wife begins at 40.
Beautiful. Doesn't make any sense, does it, grammatically?
No. I just thought of one like, I said to Claire a few weeks ago that it would be like a stage play and there'd be loads of people jumping in and out, like, of hospital beds, but in one of the beds wanted to die because they had no quality, and it's whose wife is it anyway? That'd be good, wouldn't it?
That's nice.
Yeah, Brian Ricks.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. I love that. Touch of frost. It's so clever.
And the other one is loads of lawyers with their wives jumping in and out of bed with just underpants on taking drugs, and it's this wife.
That's beautiful.
Yeah?
That's great. That's a nice touch.
So let's have some competitions then.
But you know, I've got a whole game show as well, which I could mention.
Go on.
Do you want me to mention it?
Well, should we play Blue Oyster Cult? Their classic song,
Can I
Don't
just say,
Fear the Reaper.
I've got a game show, right, that I came up with, okay, and it features me, but I think it could be perhaps a vehicle for yourself, Gervais.
Yeah? What's it called?
I'm going to tell you, it's called Ricky Gervais Meat Rations.
Right.
And
I like it already.
You like it already?
Because there's a part in there for me.
Yeah.
Could I play the Ricky Gervais?
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic.
It was originally called, basically, let me just summarise very briefly. I'm not going to tell you all the games, but it's basically recreating the heady days of the war.
Right.
Right.
That's fantastic.
It's beautiful already, isn't it? It's got the nostalgia thing.
I've got a game as well.
Called Ricky Gervais Fag Rations.
Right.
But apparently cigarettes weren't rationed in the war. So it's called Meat Rations now.
Excellent.
And I'll tell you some great games. My favourite is, what's it called? To be perfectly Anne Frank. It's a great game. It really is a great game where you've got to pretend to be Anne Frank and hide from sort of snooping Nazis.
Oh, that is fantastic.
It's a great game. And there's also, of course, well, let me go into it. There's also Dig for Granny.
Good.
I'll dig for victory, if you like. And what happens is you're scavenging through rubble, right?
Can I just say,
and
these are copyright. Anyone trying to rip me off? I mean, I've got the Penis Puppet Theatre.
Yeah.
I've got a stake in this, surely, haven't I?
Certainly. Ricky Gervais Meat Rations.
You can have a bit of my Penis Puppet Theatre.
That's lovely.
Yeah? And I've also got a new game that I'll talk about after yours. It's called Tip the Balance. And it's sort of like a game for four, and it comes. It's like I'll send it off to Waddington. See what you think. I mean, there's teething problems with it.
Okay, well, listen, Gervais, look,
Let's
hold
play
that
Don't Fear the Reaper.
Let's play that tune.
By Blue Oyster and his cult.
It's a classic.
Yeah, and then we come back and we try and make some money.
Let's make some cash.
Well, you've got to be happy with the cult. Don't Fear the Reaper. Yeah. So go on then. So what other games are in this Ricky Gervais's meat rations?
Well, it starts off, there's the sound of an air raid siren.
Yeah, I like it already.
And we came up with Start Queuing Up, Mum, for Ricky Gervais meat rations.
Excellent. Do I look like sort of Walker out of Dad's Army?
Yes.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Now you come in.
Yeah.
And what it is, the set, right, is kind of like half of it is an old sort of East End pub, and the rest is kind of rubble and debris, and a skyline of ruined, Britain. And what it is you come in, you're fairly sort of sharp and dapper, and of course Chaz and Dave provide the music throughout the show.
And you know the Dolly Bird that usually comes on? She's a woman with like curlers with a little scarf on it.
That's right.
She comes out with those little floral aprons.
You've got it. You've got it.
Oh, fantastic.
And there's a game show. There's a bit in the show called Roll Out the Barrel.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens in that. Yeah.
Roll out the barrel. We could think of something.
There's a barrel of fun, sort of thing. Dig for victory, where you've got like a big pile of rubble, right? And you're digging through it, scavenging for food, canned food. But if you find like relatives or friends, you score extra points.
Oh, that is fantastic. And there must be some sort of fun with like gas masks.
Yeah.
When you can all put them on and dress up as like, I don't know, one of the banana splits.
Yeah.
That's
what could that be? Gas.
Who snork? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, possibly.
So every week there's the real snork.
Right.
So it's like contestants come on. They put which one snork?
Which one snork?
Yeah.
So you've got three celebrities.
Yeah, who's a gas mask and the real snork.
That's
great. So you've got someone like Ted Malt's son, he pops one on. You got Frank Bruno, and Jilly Cooper.
That's it.
And they put their mask on and like a little outfit, and then the real snork is there, and you've got to ask them questions. Like you get like Bernie Winters and Henry Cooper going, number three, how long have you been in the banana split? and Jilly Cooper goes, about 6 years ago. Oh, I don't know. I think the banana split's been going longer than that. No, I don't think it's number 3. And Bernie Winters go, number 1. Number 1. How did you get the job being in banana splits? And it's probably Ted Malt's son going, I answered an advert in the paper. That's not right. They were born. You know what I mean?
And there's Chaz and Dave in the corner just going, na 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 na, yeah.
Yeah, with the real snorks, and they always the lights go right, and one stands up and he sits back down again, and then the real snorks, and the others all take their masks off, and they go, "It's lovely, Julie. What are you doing now?" Well, I'm appearing Puss in Boots down in Brighton. Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Wait a minute. What? Jilly Cooper?
I don't know. What does she do? Oh, she's a novelist.
She's a novelist.
Oh, yeah.
Now appearing in Panto. I'm not letting you book the guest.
Oh, God.
But wait a minute. What? I mean, I love your idea.
Yeah.
Who snork. Yeah. It's a bit odd, isn't it? How we started off with a kind of wartime nostalgia show, but now we've sort of featured sort of quite bad 70s animal
Nothing
things.
wong with the banana splits.
But I like that. That's a good game.
Yeah, okay. That can be like a special...
Because we've got Dig for Victory, to be perfectly Anne Frank.
Yeah, and who's snork?
Who's snork?
Yeah. Well, I'm full of ideas. I could probably help you on this.
Oh, this is great. Well, what other... maybe we'll come up with some other ideas as we go
we've
on.
still got Tip the Balance to go.
But, can I just say, I did actually once try and pitch this. When I appeared on Blockbusters.
Yeah.
Well, I obviously met with a producer there, and I said, I got an idea for you.
Have we talked about this on air?
We talked about me on Blockbusters,
Have we?
but not about my pitching this
No,
thing.
go on.
And I said to her, sit down. I said, I've got a great idea. And I tried to bill it with me as the star. She said, who are you? Steve's Meat Rations. She said, why are you in it? I said, I am. Don't worry, I'm the only one who can put it off.
Yeah.
And she said, right, go on, what is it? And at that time, I had none of the games. All I had was the title. And she went, I like it, yeah. What are the games? I don't know. She said,
if you'd have just said, well, stop me there, love, and just popped a gas mask on and said, who am I?
She'd have gone, snork. Na, 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 na,
Oh, we got an ad break, then we got a classic from Blur. It's 5 o'clock. So if you were going to watch that thing that started at 5:02, you missed the first 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
So we're doing well with this new game show, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got a few ideas there.
Ricky Gervais's meat rations.
Ricky Gervais meat rations.
I love that.
It's a great idea, isn't it? We came up with another quick game, because obviously so far we've got Dig for Victory, to be perfectly Anne Frank, and Who's Snoring, which is possibly, I think, the most popular game so far.
Yeah.
And also we've come up with a new one, haven't we? Puss in Jackboots.
Yeah. you get a beauty of the age
Say,
to come out.
Saucy Samantha Janus?
Yeah, maybe she comes out and she's got a little moustache on, right, and a peak cap pulled low and Nazi regalia, and you go and you got Bernie Winters and Ted Maltson and Jilly Cooper going. You're obviously by the warm applause. You're much loved. Yes, I am. Oh, God. Show business, and the audience clap.
Obviously, yeah. Well done.
Yeah, goes, I don't know. You're doing the Nazi accent very well. You an actress? Yes, that is correct. Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
Could you salute in, please?
Yeah,
That'd be nice. Just do a little Nazi salute.
yeah. Little click. That'd be
I
lovely.
thought of a little quick
And what's
game
that one? That's called
That's called
Puss in Jack Boots.
Puss in Jack Boots.
Yeah, lovely.
I thought of a quick one. It's called Get the Hell Out of Hiroshima. Right, it's against the clock. Anyway, there's that's there as well. And we got any other ideas, Gervais?
The Cure love song.
Gervais, it's time for the game show everyone's talking about. Make Gervais laugh.
Yeah.
We've had an entry here this week, all right, and what it is, let me explain the rules. Somebody sent in a picture, Gervais, right, I'm going to show it to you now, and if you laugh, then hopefully this young fellow wins a prize. It's from Neil in, let me see, Highgate.
Oh no, I'm laughing already though.
Are you?
Yeah, because
Well, straighten yourself out.
Alright, okay.
Straighten yourself out. Now, you've not seen this picture.
Oh, it's been so disappointing if it's not funny. There's nothing worse than that, you know what I mean?
I know.
Okay.
Well, I think you'll laugh.
You run the risk.
Nature of the game show.
Okay.
All right?
And what's in it for everyone else who can't see the picture or cares?
Nothing.
Right,
Absolutely nothing.
no, that's good.
But then, you know, what
We're
else-
not here for their
Exactly.
amusement, are we?
All right, you know, we're busy men. We got things to do. We got to
Yeah.
entertain ourselves.
Yeah, yeah.
But what I would say is, what is there in this show anyway for anybody else?
Good
At
point.
least we get a laugh.
Yeah, okay.
Now,
Really?
what would it say? The other thing though, is there a prize for Neil?
Yeah, if I laugh,
What can you give him?
will you give him sort of like a chuckleometer? You go on the Ricky Gervais's chuckleometer.
The chuckleometer.
Yeah, this up to 10 CDs.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
All right then. Well, okay. Because that first one we did ages ago, that was up
Oh,
number
yeah.
10, wasn't it?
Yeah,
8,
you
9, 10.
Yeah.
Right. Here comes the picture. I think it looks to me like it's an internet picture. I'll be
Okay.
honest with you. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here comes the picture now, Gervais.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh, has he done that? No.
Now listen, what I'll do is let's play a record, Gervais, and I will.
Don't explain it.
We can explain it.
No,
we
no,
can explain it.
No, don't, please. Right, no. When I was about 16, my nephew got mumps, and all the men in my family were really worried, right? And I soon found out why. You know, obviously, if you get mumps when you're an adult and you haven't had it before, you go sterile, or it can cause sterility.
Really?
Yeah,
Blimey.
yeah. And I was about 16, and this worried me, and I went to my mum and I said, have I had mumps? She went, you've had one mump. Now, I don't know what mumps are or is, but I'm pretty sure you can't have a mump. Or